Welcome back, folks. It is a sensational Sunday. I'm Josephine Sage. Let's jump right into the forecast. As we take a look at those weather headlines, we're looking at storms still throughout the rest of the weekend and into the early work week. And even tomorrow, we're taking a cooling off in temperatures, a little bit more than even what we felt today and yesterday. We're going to drop well below those seasonal averages, especially in those higher elevation regions and also in those same areas. That risk for flash flooding is still sticking around tonight and into tomorrow, where, well, because of some diurnal warming, that unsettled weather in the upper atmosphere is a little bit stronger over those mountainous areas. Now, our almanac will show us we're right around those seasonal averages, but that's going to shift as we get into tomorrow. We're going to actually drop down into even those low 80s and those 70s in Montrose. So definitely the coolest day that we've seen, well, this summer. And I still have Milo hanging out with me for the dog walking forecast. We'll notice that chance for showers is here to stay, because even that overall setup will show us that low pressure and actually a high pressure, which is going to start to move over the plains. It's going to fight with each other in that upper atmosphere, and this moisture associated with that upper level low is still going to aid in some rainfall through those northern areas. But this isn't, well, a secure border. We still have that chance for that monsoonal moisture to move on over as this upper level low kind of shifts a little bit towards the Rockies. And I want to remind you some tips for floods, especially if you're in those higher regions where you're at higher risk. Are you in a floodplain? Check your insurance for coverage of flooding. Monsoon season is not over, so keep that in mind and clear those storm drains of any loose debris. Charge those electronic devices in case of an emergency. And make sure you've got, well, generators and candles and stuff like that, especially in those higher regions. And keep in mind, if you're traveling this Labor Day weekend, heavy rainfall can lead to rapid water rising in low-lying areas and rivers. 6 inches of water means you could get swept away. 12 inches of water, a whole foot, means your car, SUV could be swept away. And 18 inches of water means a large vehicle could be swept away. So turn around, don't drown, especially in those areas along I-70 that's a little bit closer to the Colorado River. More nationally, we're going to notice that low still has that chance to move on in as this high pressure ridge continues to amplify across the plains further east and even closer to that Great Lakes region. Our pollen forecast hasn't really shifted too much. We're looking at low trees, low grasses, high weeds, and moderate mold, and that's going to continue to kind of be the trend for the next couple of days, even as that moisture continues to stick around. And I want to remind you, autumn is just around the corner, 21 days away. That autumn equinox is on September 23rd. And our other meteorologist, Barrett Vincent, and I are going to start chatting about fall colors in those mountainous areas. I want to remind you, well, October 3rd, so in just about a month, is when those colors are going to start peaking close over the mesa and along the Telluride, Crested Butte, Aspen Vale, and even Steamboat Springs area. Now that extended forecast is going to show us, well, we were feeling 90 today, but we're taking that drop in temperatures tomorrow into those mid 80s, and same with Tuesday. A little bit of an increase come the middle of the work week, back up into those low 90s. And Montrose, like I mentioned, is actually dropping down into the 70s tomorrow. And those evening temperatures from Monday into Tuesday are dropping down into those low 50s. So definitely on that cooler side of things. But the Grand Valley can expect sunshine with that slight chance for showers throughout the next 48 hours.